And he creeps in, peace, and he springs.
In the last 6 years, I've seen it go across the curriculum. Spark has impacted the lessons that we teach in, of course, music, but then it expands into literature, into science, into math.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today, is how the harp makes certain pitches. Have a seat. It's very inspiring sometimes, very funny other times. Mostly what I predominantly do is teach and perform. And so in the teaching realm, I've got students of all ages, and so in that realm, it's a little bit similar to what the Spark program is all about. But when you're performing, it's very different than dealing with a room full of kids.
For me in particular, I'm a math teacher at the 5th grade level, and Leslie did a lesson on fractions in music, and it was right about the time we were starting some fraction work in 5th grade, and it was really good. She had leveled it very nicely, so I was able to refer back to it a couple times to have just a different perspective from a different person.
The most rewarding to me is seeing the light go on in a 1st grader. I love being able to look at a student's face and see that they've gotten what we just have taught.
Can you figure out another way? Oh wow, I like this. I think we're ready for this story.
People will stare, said the 3rd straight line. I don't mind, said the 1st straight line. And he kept on jumping in humps.
I have a bunch of straight lines, and everyone is going to get a straight line. So if I played this,
straight,
that's going to be the straight line. That's going to be as you get it. What if I did something like this? What would it look like? It would look like the 2nd line. Okay, so we have maybe a student teacher to help us.
How about wrist that and tie? How do you want to start with that side?
How about this one? Wow, I see some good curves over here.
So the kids that are now 6th graders or 7th graders have been a part of this program, and it's neat to see the evolution, because it's an experience that they would not ever get maybe in any part of their life. So exciting to watch the interaction between the musician and the children.
It has opened doors to the students to show them that there's another type of music than what they normally listen to. I was very pleased that my students recognized them and could tell Ms. Greenlaw exactly what they were, and as the kids, as they like to say, the big words. You know, I tell them they learned a big word today.
Spark is wonderful for our classroom curriculum because it shows the children that they can find things outside of the classroom that are meaningful as far as reading their books and as far as comprehension, story structure, also patterning with math. We work really hard with our musician closely to make sure that they all connect.
Every time I come in here, they're always surprised. And just seeing them at the end of the 6 weeks, how much they've remembered, and when they come see the orchestra play and see me in the orchestra, just the sheer excitement that they show is really, really rewarding. So I'm leading the storm here, okay? So we'll crescendo together. So it's nice and soft now. Everybody's using their fingers. And louder. And then it's pouring down rain.
Is a child who is now, I believe, in 5th grade, came to kindergarten with a lot of things that were working against him. He was struggling in a lot of areas. When Mr. Luft came to teach the lessons, this child blossomed. I know it was the music that kind of opened him up a little bit. When the Christmas program came up, he looked like a deer caught in the headlights, and when it was time for us to do a particular part in the play, the other teachers whispered in his ear, "Remember how Mr. Luft showed you to march? Remember how he played the music and we marched?" and that child's demeanor changed. He stood up tall, he marched in place, and he had a smile on his face. That child is now in our school band, and you have to know which instrument he plays. He's playing the drums.